The Missouri City Police Department under investigation today after they're accused of destroying evidence that could impact a number of cases.
That's right. KPRC2's Brittany Jeffers joining us with more on how this happened and how many cases have been affected.
And at this hour, we still don't have a full scope of the damage. The Fort Bend County District Attorney's Office says that this is connected to about 100 cases, some of which they say are felonies. But the overarching question today is, how did this happen? And officials say that this started with a water leak. Back in October, the Fort Bend County District Attorney's Office says there was a water leak in a room where Missouri City PD stored evidence. That evidence was thrown out because of damage, but officials didn't find out about it until last month. Fort Bend County District Attorney's Office confirmed that discovery was made in January when they requested evidence and received a letter indicating its destruction, which ultimately launched this investigation. As for moving forward, the DA's office is examining the potential of criminal charges related to tampering with evidence and the obligation to disclose any damaged or destroyed evidence to the defense. This includes reviewing past cases to assess any further impact. Now, the Missouri City Police Department is reportedly cooperating with this investigation. Both the police department and the DA's office, however, declined to comment on camera. In the newsroom, I'm Brittany Jeffers, KPRC 2 News.
The evidence they're accused of throwing out could have far-reaching implications.
Yeah, joining us this afternoon is Andy Kahn with Crime Stoppers of Houston. Andy, thanks for making time for us. While we don't have specifics just yet as to what exactly is no longer existent there, tell us about
there are a lot of questions and no answers. And this reminds me so much of what happened at HPD, over a year ago, where you had all the cases suspended and nobody knew about it. To me, there's so many red flags that I'm looking at right now. Number one, you knew this happened in October, and 3 months later, it's finally discovered, and that's only because the DA's office made an inquiry. So, how much longer was this going to go on without anybody knowing this? And we truly, right now, we're waiting answers to find out how many victims' families are going to be affected by this decision and what's going to happen to their case. This is like the ultimate sucker punch for a lot of families.
You talk about the red flags that have been raised with this. Do you anticipate new cases having to be filed as a result?
If I'm a defense attorney, I'm chomping at the bits on this. In any case that's affecting my clients, I'm going to be throwing out motions to dismiss or other things, that whatever they can do. So the bottom line on this is going to be a long journey for a lot of different aspects. And particularly right now, if I'm a victim and I have a case in Fort Bend County where I know that the Missouri City Police Department was storing evidence, I'm wondering what's going to be happening, who's going to be reaching out to me, how is this going to look coming forward, and is this something where I'm going to be irreparably damaged by the criminal justice system and have a case dismissed?
And on that note, Andy, if you're a victim here, is there any recourse for you over activity that you had no control over?
No, you're at their mercy right now. It's just troublesome to me that at the very least, we know this happened. We know it was more than likely a water leak. It's nobody's fault, but at the very least, when it happened, this should have been immediately rectified, and you should have alerted the district attorney's office of this problem and maybe been able to, rectify or resurrect whatever evidence that might be damaged of this. And at least you'd have the district attorney's office working hand in hand instead of now scrambling to get answers that they don't have.
Let's look at this through the lens of the investigation. Do you think there's going to be consequences for Missouri City PD?
I would certainly imagine so. I'd be remiss to, make these, decisions right off the top of my head, but there has to be something, ramifications or consequences for not reporting this or allowing your partners in the criminal justice system who depend on the evidence to try cases to either convict or dismiss cases based upon the evidence, and now the evidence is tainted. So, yeah, big time.
Missouri City PD not commenting right now. We have reached out. They're not commenting on this, but disturbing allegations, to say the least. Andy Kahn with Crime Stoppers.
At the very least, they need to let victims' families know immediately and keep them on standby what's going to be happening.
Absolutely. We'll, of course, continue to follow. Andy Kahn with Crime Stoppers of Houston, thanks for your time and insight. We appreciate it.
You bet. Take care.
And we found out about this story from one of our viewers through our Click to Houston help desk. If you have a problem and you're not getting anywhere, you can contact us by going to help.clicktohouston.com.